The 8 most toxic zodiac signs ranked from least to most. The zodiac sign of a person can give you an idea of what they're like, what they dislike, and why you won't get along. But did you know that some astrological signs are toxic? That is why we have compiled a list of the most toxic zodiac signs, ranked from least to most toxic, for your viewing pleasure. But, before you pull this list out again when your first date tells you they're a Gemini, it's important to remember that they're more than their zodiac sign. Despite the fact that they share a name with Donald Trump, they are unlikely to resemble him. Even so, there's no reason you shouldn't ask your date when their birthday is and try to learn more about them by Googling their zodiac sign. And if you're trying to avoid toxicity, this list of the most toxic zodiac signs, ranked from least to most toxic, should help. If you ask your friends what the toxic zodiac signs in a relationship will look like, you'll discover that the definition of toxicity is extremely subjective. Jasmine once dated a Scorpio man who dumped her because he felt lazy, so Scorpios aren't for her. Rachel had a date with an Aries who lied about his age by a decade, so she's not crazy about them. The toxic zodiac signs in a relationship are fairly objective. As we all know, a person's zodiac sign tells us a lot about their personality and what they're like, so it makes sense that we can predict their potential toxicity based on their zodiac sign. Contrary to what Rachel and Jasmine believe, the most toxic zodiac signs remain consistent in the majority of cases. If you're wondering what we mean by toxicity, it's the type of negative energy that drains you after arguing or even conversing with this person. It's the type of partner who makes you feel insecure, belittled, and lacking in self-confidence. Forget about your perfect relationship, because the most toxic zodiac signs will only provide you with an intense but fleeting karmic relationship. Whether you're an astrology expert or someone who believes Aquarius is a water sign, it's an air sign, this list of the most toxic zodiac signs, ranked from least to most, will definitely come in handy. Let's get this party started. 8. Virgos, August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos are fantastic. After all, how could Cameron Diaz's astrological sign be negative? Every Virgo you know is most likely extremely hardworking, driven, and does not break the rules. On the other hand, their drive can bring with it a lot of stubbornness, irritability, and pickiness. In relationships, Virgo's stubborn nature can cause them to be quite inconsiderate of their significant others because they lack empathy. Sure, all of your Virgo friends appear to be wonderful, but don't they also point out many of your flaws? Virgo is the least toxic zodiac sign on our list of the most toxic zodiac signs. Nonetheless, when they're angry, they're really angry. They won't care who is listening or who is talking to them, they'll tell you what's on their mind, especially if you're close to them. Worse, conflict resolution isn't their strong suit. If you're a Virgo with an Aries friend, we'd advise you to tread carefully. Because you're a little too hardworking in Aries, well, he's a little too chill, that's one of the most toxic zodiac friendships. 7. Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Consider Sagittarius and Miley Cyrus. Explosive, endearing, talented, gifted, and entertaining, but also a little insane. You wouldn't put Sagittarius at the top of the list of toxic zodiac signs in a relationship, which is why they aren't. That isn't to say they don't have some negative characteristics. Sagittarius can be extremely self-confident and boastful. As a result, they can be quite rude in relationships. If they want something, they will not hesitate to be brutal about it, and the last thing they will do in your relationship is be sympathetic. Oh, and if you decide to fight back and make them feel bad, they'll hold a grudge that they'll probably take to their grave. From our list of the most toxic zodiac signs ranked, Sagittarius is one you probably shouldn't cross. 6. Aries, March 21st to April 19th. Aries is one of the most dangerous zodiac signs. Remember how we said Aries are relaxed? While that sounds like a great quality to have in a partner, trust us when we say it doesn't always work out. Aries can be a little too laid back about everything. It could be your feelings, their regard for your relationship, or even their own life. It doesn't sound very relaxing now, does it? As one of the most toxic zodiac signs, they are self-centered and struggle to see beyond what is important to them. As a result, they can come across as a little narcissistic. As you will discover, dating a narcissist has a negative impact on you. We already told you they don't pair well with Virgo as friends, but if you were looking for the most toxic zodiac pairings, Aries and Taurus top our list. Taurus doesn't care for much except following the rules, and Aries couldn't be further apart. Get where it goes wrong? 5. Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. There's no way the sign shared by Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande, and Tom Hanks could be harmful, right? We're sorry to break it to you, But Cancers can be controlling, obsessive, and irrational. It can be extremely difficult to form a stable relationship with a Cancer native because they are constantly jealous of other people's success. One of their most toxic characteristics is their ability to emotionally manipulate you and guilt trip you into doing things they want you to do. If you've ever wondered, what signs are toxic together? The unfortunate couple of Cancer and Sagittarius is a clear winner. Despite what they say about opposites attracting, their differences eventually win. 4. Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th. Aquarius may appear to be extremely warm, compassionate, and loving at first glance. However, it quickly becomes clear that their biggest flaw and common problem in relationships is their lack of empathy. This air sign is content in their own world, and it may appear that they don't care what you think or say. Aloof is probably the best word to describe this sign, and because they're so focused on themselves the entire time, it may be difficult for them to think about anyone else. They may not appear to be one of the most toxic zodiac signs, but they are. 3. Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. Now that we've reached the end of our list of the most toxic zodiac signs, it's time to bring out the big guns. Leos appear to be proud, confident, and joyful on paper. However, they can be insecure in relationships, which leads to an insecure attachment style and a slew of problems. Because of their insecurities, they tend to seek a lot of affirmation, which makes them appear narcissistic. They may appear to be quite self-centered, Kylie Jenner, anyone? And to be the jealous type, if you've ever wondered, which zodiac signs are the most toxic in relationships. 2. Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. If you've ever had a fight with a Gemini, we're sorry for your experience. Geminis are intelligent, but they are also extremely indecisive and confused about what they want. They are at odds with themselves, which makes it difficult for them to know what they want and causes them to be unsure in relationships. Those who have encountered them will agree that Geminis can be the most toxic zodiac sign in a relationship because they are so unpredictable. Their confused attitudes cause them to change their goals. One minute they want you, the next they don't. Confused about what Geminis are like? Here's something that'll make it easier. Kanye West is a Gemini. Nobody loves Kanye more than Kanye loves Kanye, but nobody hates Kanye more than Kanye hates Kanye either. 1. Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpios top our list of the most toxic zodiac signs. We all know they're daring, affable, and inventive, but they're also pessimistic, distrustful, and manipulative. Their lack of trust can cause them to be control freaks, leaving their partners feeling suffocated. They may become extremely envious of your accomplishments and resort to mind games to bring you down. Our top 2 finalists, Scorpios and Geminis, have the most toxic zodiac friendships. And if you're wondering what the most toxic zodiac pairings are, Scorpios and Leos are by far the most toxic. If you know a Leo who is dating a Scorpio or vice versa, get out of there before the collateral damage hurts you. Scorpios and Scorpios, ironically, make excellent partners. I suppose like attracts like? That's all there is to it. Our ranking of the most toxic zodiac signs, from least to most toxic. If you've ever wondered, what zodiacs are toxic together? Or simply wanted to know which zodiac signs you should avoid, we hope you found your answers. And if you're a Scorpio or a Gemini reading this, we're sorry, but it might be time for a self-improvement.